What's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. In just a moment, I'm going to be joined with none other than Mr. Matt Kohrs himself to discuss what the hell happened today in AMC and GameStop. Are the meme stops back? But first, we're going to be talking about, guys, I'm going to add a lot of other things I want to break down for you guys here. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. For those that don't know, True Trading Group is the fastest growing, highest rated online premium educational platform available today. So if you are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here for free on this YouTube channel with myself, other TTG Pro Trader moderators, and special guests drop golden nuggets and provide you with free lessons that are going to help you become a better trader. So take a moment, smash that like button, guys, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys share this stream on your own social media. Let's reach out, empower, and educate and help as many retail traders as we possibly can. We're live right now on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Welcome everyone joining us on all of those different media platforms. My goal in all these lives is to provide you guys with lessons that can help you become better traders. But why should you listen to any of the stuff that I share with you on here? Guys, I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. My very first job at a college in 2007 was working for a fund in New York City. I was taught by other professional traders. That is how I got myself started trading. Then 2008 happened. That was the Great Recession, the housing market crisis, the stock market crash. But during that time, I actually went on to receive one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. But before any of that, before they even let me touch $1 of their money, I first had to go through an intensive training program. I had access to some of the top trading tools, and I was part of a community of like-minded traders. And that's exactly what the True Trading Group platform, is based on here today. Tonight's live stream is going to go down as follows. In just a moment, I'm going to bring on Matt Kohrs in a minute, guys, to cover all things AMC and GameStop related. He's going to help me answer some questions, and him and I are going to talk shop, chop it up, and see what the hell we think happened today and where do these stocks now go from here. Then I'm going to do a quick 15-minute Q&A session after Matt and I talk about AMC and GameStop. I'm going to let you guys ask me just a couple of questions, and then we're going to be discussing new highs in the overall markets plus a 35% gain update on my SPRT swing trade. I bought SPRT on Friday. We took more profits today for a 35% gain. And then last but not least, I'm going to walk you guys through the entire TTG platform and show you exactly what the True Trading Group platform has to offer you. So without any further ado, folks, let's not waste another minute. I know we've got a lot of people that are asking questions and are curious. So let's go ahead and bring on my boy, Matt Kohrs. Everybody give Matt a big, warm TTG. Hey, yo.
Hey, howdy, partner. How's it going?
What's up, man? I can only imagine how action-packed your day must have been today.
It was kind of crazy, honestly, because I feel like the previous run-ups in AMC and GME, they were kind of banging all day. But today was so weird because the morning session in AMC and GME was not looking the best. GME's was okay. It was holding, like it was green. We liked it. But AMC, a lot of people
went red for a little bit. Briefly.
Yeah, it was red, and then people like were not the happiest. They're like, "Hey, everyone's leaving. They're going into SPRT," which I heard you just talking about. And they're like, okay. And honestly, I think that could play an interesting play in really how things went out. But something at noon o'clock, the faucet changed, and AMC and GME started ripping. I believe GME closed the day up 27%. AMC closed up the day 20%.
Yeah.
And a lot of the levels we're talking about, whether it was, I don't know how many of our sessions ago you and I were talking, but we're getting to that $50 key psychological level and resistance level on AMC, where I think the shorts, I think we're seeing some of the more recent week shorts probably cover theirs already, but I think the shorts that got in June that right now still have a profit, I think they're about to get pretty scared.
Yeah, man. I think this is, I'm going to pull up a chart real quick too. We'll just show everybody kind of what you're talking about that noon o'clock session where it's like literally, right around lunchtime. It's like, that's when things just changed. It's like AMC put in its low right there just after noon, and then all of a sudden it just turned around and just did a complete about face, and then just absolutely look at this volume, Matt. Look at that.
It exploded.
Unbelievable. And dude, I got to tell you, I'm sitting here and I'm in chat with the TTG crew, and it's like, and when I saw AMC cross like over 41, 42, it's like, you're all I thought about. I was like, man, Matt's going to be going nuts right now.
Yeah.
I was like, there's probably so many people that are probably like blowing you up on social media. I know you're live like all day on your thing. I'm like, man, you've got to be getting bombarded with like excitement and questions. And I was like, man, I can't wait to talk shop with Matt later today. And it's like, so you have AMC, and then also like, dude, look at GameStop. You know, just
I mean,
huge.
Intraday GameStop did even better, honestly. I mean, AMC, I think yesterday we had 75 million. Today it was 227. GME these days is lucky to have 1.5 million traded, and it traded, what was it, 14.6 million shares. Like, just the volume, the excitement. Like I said, someone just turned on the faucet, and I would like to get your thoughts on it. So I was thinking it was something along the lines of, if you look at the bigger time frame on both of these, both of them broke out of a wedge yesterday. I was like, okay, it closed above it, and I know you're big into that. We want the volume confirmation, closing above it. Those are two things. Like, you want the market to accept it. It's a cherry on top to close above it. But like, this is just wild. So I saw the technicals. Some people throughout social media have been pointing out how it's moving in these big cycles, multi-week cycles, and this is just another cycle, and this is what they were expecting. Before, when I was alluding to the SPRT, I mean, some people locked in disgusting gains. I'd like to hear yours. I'm still swinging my position. I think it still has potential, but I know a lot of people in my group, like at least I saw on whatever the live streams, were locking in around $14. I was like, maybe enough money's flowing in, but that one, I didn't know if that held that much water because AMC and GME both moved. I didn't know if there was enough profits in SPRT to push both of these stocks. And then the other one that a lot of people were talking about was NSCC 010, and I'd love to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, you know, like with SPRT, and that's funny too, because I didn't, and everyone, Matt and I did not talk about this before. It's just funny that I didn't even know that you were in SPRT also. I got an SPRT on Friday at $9.28. I've been taking profit off along the way. I took profit today, 12.56, and I'm still in a piece as well. And that's actually trading a little bit higher after hours as well. So while you and I are talking here, AMC is actually pushing in the after hours. I don't know if you saw it or not, but oops, that's AME.
46.50. This is crazy.
Yeah, man, 46.50 we're at right now.
This is just lunacy, and it's so exciting. And I think there's a lot of money to be made. This momentum, if you think back to late January, we saw this type of action. People were excited, and you wake up in the morning like a kid on Christmas Eve. Like, you can't sleep the night before. You get up, you look over at the pre-market trading, and we see huge gap ups. I'm so excited. I can't guarantee anything. I'm not a financial advisor, but I do know these run on enthusiasm. If you're tuning in right now, especially if you're a member of TTG, please understand AMC and GME, this is not normal trading. You should not trade all your other. This is very unique, and it just so happens that AMC and GME are acting as a scoreboard for more of a psychological digital stand of retail versus Wall Street. And its psychological roots are so much more deep than like, oh, this is a normal trade.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, guys, I mean, Matt brings up a really, really, really good point. And if you guys have been following our live streams for a while, whether it's my live stream or if you guys watch Matt as well, I mean, check out Matt on his YouTube channel as well. But, you know, we've had a lot of conversations about, you know, what's, you know, AMC and GameStop and the movement that it represents. And it's just, they went a little quiet and they consolidated for a little while, and man, did these things wake up big time here today. I want to just circle back, Matt, about like that SPRT, because you know, I was thinking about that too today, because like SPRT, again, you know, real big short percentage of the float. It's like something that a lot of people have been talking about on social media. It's got a lot of attention lately. But when you take a look at the volume that came into AMC and GameStop today, way more than volume that could have came from an SPRT. Like SPRT just isn't trading enough volume for that to be the reason, I think, for AMC and GameStop. What I do believe is that because simultaneously when AMC and GameStop started to rip, SPRT started to pull back. SPRT started to pull back at the same time that AMC and GameStop really started to push higher. So what I do think took place was after 1 o'clock, everyone started to see AMC and GameStop go, and people were like, okay, I'm up 30, 40, 50, 70, 80% on SPRT. I'm going to lock those profits. I'm going to dump them into AMC and GameStop. Yeah. So it's like, I don't think that I don't think that SPRT caused AMC GameStop, but I do think AMC GameStop caused a pullback in SPRT. I do think that there is definitely a correlation to be had there. And it's like going back, like, okay, what do I think happened here? And it's like, it's funny because like we always, like, you and I we kind of have like different perspectives, and we kind of have like different viewpoints of the market. And that's why I love having these lives with you to get like different views. As interested as you are in kind of my thoughts on AMC, like, I'm going to throw the question back at you once I kind of go over what I think took place today. I think that this was a combination of a really good technical launch pad. Like AMC specifically was sitting on, and you identified the MACD setup right here on the TG live stream not too long ago when you were pointing out that MACD crossover. And this thing has been churning its way higher ever since you identified that MACD crossover. You had the support at the 100-day moving. And for those that might have missed it, I'll just draw it up real quick for you guys. Real quick, there's your 100-day moving average support, this purple line on my screen. That's also this gap fill. Okay, you go all the way back to here. That's kind of your gap fill. So you've got the gap fill, you got your 100-day moving average, and I'm going to expand the MACD. This is what Matt was pointing out about maybe a week and a half ago, I think it was, or 2 weeks ago when you were on the live, the crossover, where for the first time, literally since June, the MACD is crossing over the signal line, which is typically a bullish reading. And when you got that on top of this support level, and I think that created a real nice level of support. And I think, and again, this is a theory, but I think that this rule, this FINRA rule 010 that went into effect today, that essentially what this rule does is it changes the margin requirements for some of these clearing firms. And so this is to avoid kind of trading blackouts like what happened with Robinhood, when people were not able to sell positions, and you had that whole thing with AMC and GameStop, and Robinhood was shut down and people couldn't get out, and they're trying to avoid those situations. So they require higher rates of margin on the clearing firms, and that margin requirement could be passed down onto the client. And the client could be, a hedge fund that has a large short position, where it's very possible that a clearing firm could have went to their institutional clients today and gave them technically, I guess, a margin call.
Yeah. Or
say, hey, listen, you need to either add more, whatever. We need more margin if you're going to continue to carry this position, because FINRA is requiring us to carry more margin. And that could have caused short sellers to say, you know what? I don't want to do that. I'll just start to lighten my position. And maybe that's what caused this. And you add that on top of a real nice technical level on the chart. And as soon as it starts to move, everybody jumps on it. Yeah. And then now the retail trader starts to push the stock higher, which causes a little bit more of a short cover, and you get this massive 26% move. Yeah. That's a theory that I was playing with today. That's kind of what I think happened. I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure, but I kind of would like to get your thoughts on like what happened today, because like you said, it came out of nowhere. These stocks were quiet this morning.
Yeah, so I think along those same lines, obviously I'm following these two, AMC and GME, a little bit more like closely. So with it, we had that technical setup. We have two trend line breakouts, AMC and GME. So with AMC recently, it's been running into a lot of issues at 38. And I was like, all right, this is interesting. Let's see. It's tested 38 multiple times. I was looking for confirmation above the trend line. And I was like, all right, that was around 36.30. I was like, next one's 38. Let's see if it does or doesn't get rejected there. This morning it ran up and it was rejected. And I was like, this isn't the best. And GME was very similar. It finally got above like 164. I was like, all right, after this, let's watch 175. Let's see what it really does. And those things could have very much been prompted by what you were saying. And I think whether it's the 010 or whatever, it's this cycle thing, whatever it is, I think there was enough people on the bleachers, on the sidelines waiting. They had their money ready.
Yeah.
And when I'm talking people, yeah, retail, but I'm talking a lot of institutional money. Like we're seeing money volume of millions and millions and millions of dollars in both of these. So I think that's what happened is people saw the breakout of 38 on AMC, 164, and then they went up to the next level. All of a sudden, AMC was pushing 42, which was incredibly important. And then GME was pushing 175. And I was like, man, if it gets past this 42 on AMC, that could turn into 46 on AMC. And then GME 175, we're talking 190, the key psychological level of 200. And from there, as it went up, you have FOMO buyers. Like I've been looking at the options chain. It's a little bloated, but like right now, I don't think the thesis is a gamma squeeze. I think we could see more of a gamma squeeze in SPRT. That's a very bloated options chain. But right now, we're a little too far out from the September monthlies. We're on the awkward like weeklies right now.
Yeah.
So I think this was just good old fashioned. People were on the sidelines. They were waiting. They know the insanity that AMC and GME can prompt, and they just wanted to get in with the most minimal risk. And I think that's what a lot of these day traders, swing traders are now risking, are just the recent lows. And when people started popping, they're like, well, if it goes up 10%, let's push it 15, let's push it 20. And I have no real special forecast on tomorrow. On GME, we are at 212 right now. I'm watching 225. The next target I think after that is 240. And then in reference to AMC, I'm going to watch the high of today, the low 48s. And you and I have talked about this, the importance of 50, but really the region of 50 to 52. And I think that's where things can get bonkers with it. Like absolutely insane in both of these stocks. These are excitement story narrative driven stocks. And this is what you need. I mean, I call 46 right now, this breakout and this hold of 46, very, very similar to in late May, 1450. That spike of if we can get it. So like on the left side of your screen right there, if we can build this up and like it just keeps trucking and trucking and trucking. And what's interesting about it is even the time frame super similar, because that red bar right after that run up on the like the craziness, I'll let you take care of this. I think that was Memorial Day weekend. And now we're setting up for Labor Day weekend. Yeah. So like there's so many similarities of people going home on an extended weekend, talking to their friends and family. AMC and GME are ripping again. You got to get it. And like, so you have FOMO buying. They might fill out the option chain. We get gamma squeeze. And we're here the entire time talking about a short squeeze. The things you need for a perfect storm in both of these is once again aligning. And I don't know how it's going to play out, but the excitement is palpable. It's in the air, and I'm just incredibly excited for the remainder of this week. I want to see how it comes out.
Me too, man. I didn't even think about it. That's a really good point. Like going into the holiday weekend where it's like everyone's going to be kind of gathering, people are going to be talking. It's like kind of just further extends the outreach of the forever already reaching like web of social media. It even goes one degree further. Like that's kind of interesting too. I also, it's like, and you said like perfect storm, like perfect scenario today. And I really, really think that's the case because you know what we also have working in AMC and GameStop's favor? Well, AMC really specifically. The reopening trade has come back these last 2 days because we're starting to finally see Delta variant cases are starting to actually decline. Like you take a look at today, like what was really strong today? The airlines, what has bounced back the last 2 days? Oil, the energy sector, all of the, because for the last 2 weeks or so, the reopening trade has really struggled. And like that was when Delta cases were on the rise. People were worried about, are we going to add restrictions again? You have other areas of the world were having harder times, like China closed or partially closed, the third largest port in the world. Australia back on lockdown. So like people kind of were worried about that reopening trade, which obviously would be a little bit of a headwind for AMC. If like, okay, well, if there's another COVID spread, are people going to want to go to the movies, type of scenario. And the price of oil has gotten hit the last couple of weeks. The airlines have gotten hit. But now, these last 2 days, you've seen a real sharp bounce back in the price of oil as people are starting to say, okay, it looks like we're getting past the Delta variant, at least the peak of it. We're kind of past the peak. And the airlines bounce back, oil bounce back, the reopening trade starts to bounce back. And then you add even that little bit, because you want to talk about like everyone getting involved. and not just being the retail trader that's really excited. So even give the people that are looking for like the fundamental value reason, which is not what AMC really is about anyway, but fine, let's give them a reason too. And it's the reopening trade. Like, that's what I mean. Like every single aspect of the argument bodes for a bullish move today in AMC. And it was the perfect storm. The stars aligned.
Yeah, I'm on board with all of that. I guess a question for you that might be an interesting discussion right here. If you didn't know about AMC and the narrative, if I took away the ticker and I just showed you this chart right now as a trader, like not the narrative, just looking at this chart, what would your thoughts actually be?
My thoughts right now, if I was just looking at this and I took everything completely away and I looked at this chart set up in a vacuum, I would say that I would maybe look for a couple day consolidation. Okay. And this is, again, not knowing it's AMC, because AMC, when this thing gets going, there's no stopping it. It's a freight train. So, but if I'm talking about, traditional 99 times out of 100, I would see, I'm going to delete this downtrend line. This is that downtrend line that Matt was talking about earlier, guys, about the wedge. Let me delete that just so you guys can see more. That's the wedge that he was kind of talking about. And you see, we got the break out of the wedge. And then there was the previous pivot that Matt was talking about, that once we broke through that, then things really opened up. So that's that wedge. I'm going to delete that though, just so we can clean this up a little bit. And I want to show you guys what I'm looking at. I would look at this chart and say to myself, okay, it's very clear to me that we've got resistance, which was a prior very key level of support, which is that 50 to 52 area that Matt and I have been talking about for quite a while. Okay. And then I would say to myself now that I've got this previous little pivot resistance area that was these previous highs back from mid-June, which also lines up with your 50-day moving average. Matt, I got to tell you, I was very surprised at how easily AMC got through the 50-day moving average today.
Blew my mind. I thought it was going to struggle not only at 42 a little bit there, like stronger than it did, but definitely at 46. The fact that it cleared it and just hopscotched all the way up to 48, and then we closed above it, and like we're now back up. Well, I don't think we closed above it, but we're now back about it in post-market trading. Insane. Yeah,
I was like, as I'm watching this thing climb, I was just, it was almost like the resistance levels weren't even there, and it was just like a hot knife through butter, and I was like, wow, this is actually really impressive, very aggressive action. And now I would look at this and I would say, okay, here's my new level, or here's my new channel. And if we were to consolidate here and literally just breathe for 2 or 3 days, form almost a little bit of a bull flag on a daily chart, lower volume consolidation. Like if we see like 125 million share candle, but the stock just sits at like 44 to 46, just sit there. Like don't retrace back to 40 or 39. Sit there in the mid 40s, and then blast yourself through 50, 51, 52. Your next stop is the 65 resistance.
Yeah.
Your next stop is going to be this level. It's like, again, that's a pretty big range too. It's like 62 to 65, but it's this level, and we talked about that level 2 months ago, but that's what's next after you break through that 50 to 52. It's like, I think once you break through 50 to 52, I think this move is going to be a very easy one. I think it's going to be a very action momentum packed move where you're not going to waste a lot of time trading like 55, 56. I think it's just going to go.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd be looking at if I was looking at this chart in a vacuum. And I think now you have confirmation on your MACD. This is now 2 times in a row where when you got the MACD crossover, that the trend had completely shifted.
Yeah.
It's the second time now. And I'll make the MACD bigger again, because prior to just a few days ago, there's your MACD crossover. Okay. There it is. Prior to that, the stock was in a downtrend. Once that crossed over, new uptrend ensues. But when's the last time you got that crossover? Right there in middle of June. And once that happened, the stock ended what was an uptrend and a new downtrend ensued. So you got back-to-back MACD crossovers that have completely shifted overall sentiment in AMC. So I think going forward, and this is more of a macro type of view, because the MACD is not going to be something that you can really use like day to day, like, or use like hour to hour, because it's something that's going to really help you see this on a daily chart. So when you're talking about overall trend, as long as that MACD continues to push itself higher, you ride this trend until the MACD crosses itself back underneath. It's proven to us now 2 times in a row to be significant enough of an indicator to completely shift the sentiment and trend of the stock. So I think that is definitely something that is worth keeping in mind. And Matt, props to you for kind of pointing that out like 2 weeks ago when we were talking about on live. I think that's really, really in play.
Yeah, to me right now, obviously it's been a pretty rough, 8-10 weeks ever since that consolidation in June. Like we were all so excited early June, then mid-June came, and I was impressed by the bounce. Like we had those 3 red days after that rip, and I was like, like what's going on here? Then it held itself, and then like it's just been quiet. Like you could see it right there. The volume's low. It lost its excitement, and this is true for AMC and GME. But right now, it very much feels like the restart of it. And the golden question is just how long can this momentum continue? Like where can this possibly carry us to? So I'm excited for it. But I think right now, whether you take the narrative, like the social media narrative, or even the technicals, like if I took the names out of these, I like what I'm seeing in both.
Yeah,
of
me
these.
too.
Like I'm bullish on it. And then when I throw on like just all the other things I specifically know about just how really ravenous this community is for both of them, just the Ape Nation community, it makes me even more confident in really the momentum carrying through. Do I know the level it's going to? I get this question a lot. I'm sure same to you, like price level. It's like, well, we do our best. I play it level to level. I always think of it of like tranche to tranche. I'm not going to sit there and be like, this is it. This is the max it'll go. No, I play it level to level the way you and I mapped out those levels. We do that. I'll map out 50, 52, 62 to 65. I'll watch 72. I'll watch 77. After that, I pay attention to the next key level, $100 flat. And from there, let's see. I don't know. I can't guarantee anything, but it's just tranche to tranche. At least that's how I played in my book.
Yeah, I do the same. And I think that's a good way to do it. Like I'm someone that like just my style, I like to take profits as levels are achieved and my goals are kind of met. So like you said, like when I look at a stock and I like AMC, for example, you see, 3 very clearly defined levels right now. Like you said, 50 to 52, 62 to 65, and then your all-time high just there over 70. What is it? 71 or 72, whatever it is. And it's like, well, I'm not going to really even think about, 72 or 100, because we've got work to do at 51 to 52. Like that's where it's like, I like to break things down and come up with my game plan for the stocks that I'm trading based on relevant levels. And okay, if this level breaks, okay, then what, but I like to try to, position myself to be able to be profitable, and trade the action pretty actively. And I'm just happy, man. I'm happy for these things to have come back to life, because I had so much fun, actively trading these things. And Matt, you and I, we have different styles of, trading styles, and everybody understand it's, there's so many different styles and so many different trades out there. I'm an active trader. So like I like to kind of maneuver, and it's like, I traded AMC a lot over the last, 2 months, like in May, June. And it was a lot of fun. It just brings me a lot of excitement to be back in these things. And you've been with these things for a while, and I'm happy to be back at the party with you, bro. I don't know if you saw our thumbnail or not, but you were leading, you were all the fun at the party, and I'm showing up with, I'm happy to be back to the party.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't know if I'm putting the cart in front of the horse or anything here, but I think one of the coolest things about this is like, we obviously have different styles, and I still like it. Like, even though we have different methodologies, like even that we are in agreement across the board on many of the technicals that we're saying. And that, I think, to a lot of people listening in, that's just like a core good technical understanding. And it's, what do you want to do with that knowledge? But I have to admit, one of the things I like about this the most is like how much just mainstream media has been hating on it. And they love this. Like, it was the 8-10 weeks of hell. And they're like, nope, it's down. Like, the short interest dried up 1 cent, blah, 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 like dumb money. And to me, this is just so comical that these people who are, I guess, like educated or pundits, and you would think would have some special insight to this particular scenario, have just gotten it so utterly wrong time and time and time again. And it's just so laughable that someone like me just screaming at a camera in my basement all day is like been more right on this particular play than them. It's so funny.
Yeah, and dude, it's funny because mainstream media was quiet about this.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like
They would
I'm watching CNBC waiting for somebody to talk about the meme stocks and waiting for somebody to say something about AMC or GameStop. And it was just like crickets. I'm like, are you guys just ignoring what's happening right now? It's like, I know you see this. I know everyone in the world sees what's happening right now. It's like, don't ignore this.
It's
You know?
so funny. Of just like, it's such a foot in their mouth type of a thing. Cause that is huge news. The two, what they would call Reddit meme stocks, GME up 27%, AMC up 20%. That is big news. Like this was huge in January. This is huge in June. And then right now they're like, it's just so awkward. Everyone's like, shit. Like,
I know. They're like, oh no. Here we go. Here we go again.
it's so funny.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, guys, and listen, like I said, we're very open, very transparent on here. Like, you know, like I said, Matt and I have different trading styles, and you know, True Trading Group is a premium product, and a lot of my, our members in True Trading Group, they look to me for this type of education, and to I owe something to them and everything for just to provide, where I see opportunities in the markets, regardless of the ticker symbol or the direction. I just kind of call it out how it is. And I'm definitely more of an active trader. So I just wanted to kind of, clarify that and make sure that people do understand that. So Matt and I do share different styles, but at the end of the day, when you have, and that's what I love the most. I love when you have different traders with different styles and different perspectives coming to the same conclusion. That's when you really know that, that there's real potential with a particular setup that you're looking at. And this goes further than just AMC. I'm just talking in general now at this point, guys. It's like, being around or conversing with traders of different styles is beneficial. It's helpful. Traders a lot of times will have a tendency to see what they want to see, and that can cause them to get involved in poor or low quality setups because they ignore kind of the warning signs. And sometimes I even tell people, like, if you struggle with quality of setup and you go after poor quality setups because you see what you want to see, if you want to be long a stock, try to come up with the reasons why you should be short. Like, try to come up with the reasons on the opposite side of the trade and see if you can. And if you can't, well, chances are then maybe you're right. Maybe you do have a pretty good long setup on your hands. So to have, and obviously Matt and I are on the same side of this trade. We're both in agreement that, AMC looks pretty good, but both from a technical standpoint and then from like a fundamental kind of sentiment standpoint, everything makes sense to the both of us, kind of the points that we're sharing here. And I'm really interested to see how this plays out. I know that, like, for me, I haven't really had AMC on my watch list for the last couple of weeks because it's just been a little quiet. Like I said, I'm more of an active trader. So like I've been kind of active elsewhere, but man, is this thing right back. This GameStop, this is right back at the top of my watch list. The very first thing I'm doing tomorrow morning when I wake up at like 7 o'clock, I'm going to just pull up my charts and I'm just going to see, where is AMC? Where is GameStop? What's the pre-market volume look like? Like, that's the first thing I'm doing tomorrow morning. And I'm looking forward to these things coming back to life because, man, when they get moving, are they fun? So.
Yeah. Great money. It's it's a great money-making opportunity. That's why you're in it with TDG. Like, you really do have a duty to your group to be like, hey, I think we can make money here. And of course, everyone that follows, I guess, me specifically, yeah, obviously we're trying to make money. But I think with me, it's more of that emphasis. It's also like that fun, like, F you to the system. And I know you're personally supportive of it, but also like, you have to more so manage of like, what money are you making in the set trade ups, the trading setups for your group. Well, for me, it's like, I'm focusing on the money in this, but also like, it's very important for me to, I guess, to my group, express the narrative of what's going on for more of the psychological implications of things of this group is just standing up to Wall Street. So it's two different styles, but I think it's still in the same book.
Agreed, man. Agreed. And I think that we provide a lot of, I think the cross discussion and the cross education really provides a lot for the viewers. And that's what we're here for, right? You as YouTube, personalities and everything. we're here to help educate, empower the retail trader and help bridge the gap between them and the 1%, you know, and like you said, like the war against Wall Street and the big guys. So I think that it's all good things. And it was a pleasure as always having you come on to share some insight with us. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We might be having another birthday celebration. Who knows this week, unless I mean, the next 3 trading days, I think they're going to get wild. So
yeah.
Who knows? We might be chopping this up very soon. Yeah,
man. I hope so. I hope you enjoyed the gift that I brought you to on the thumbnail. I got you a gift too.
So fun.
Everybody give Matt a huge
You're
thank
welcome
you.
to the thumbnail.
Everybody give Matt a huge thank you, guys, for coming on and sharing his thoughts and everything with the TTG community. Always a pleasure, bro. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your night. Good luck tomorrow and the rest of the way, and I'm sure we'll be talking again very, very soon.
Yep, most definitely. Thank you for everything. We'll be talking soon.
Later, man. All right. Awesome, guys. Absolutely awesome. It's great. It's great to be back, you know, great to have these stocks back in play, and they are front and center on my watch list coming into tomorrow, and we will see what is in store for these stocks. We'll see what's in store for these stocks as we kind of get things underway. So what I'm going to do now, okay, we still have to talk about overall markets, new all-time highs on the overall markets, and then another take profit today on my SPRT swing trade that now makes for a 35% gain on the take profit from today. I'm still long a piece of that position. I'm going to share with you guys my thoughts on that stock and what I think that stock is going to do here in the next couple of days and moving forward. So before I get into that, I promise you guys I would do a Q&A. I do Q&As always on my live stream. This is a chance for you to just ask me anything. I've been doing this for 17 years. You guys have any questions, it'd be my pleasure to answer anything for you. So I'll spend about just nothing crazy, guys, maybe 15 minutes or so. Let's dive in. You guys ask me a couple of questions. So start typing your questions right in chat right now. Don't be shy. Don't feel like you have a stupid question. The only thing that's stupid is to not ask the question that you have. I promise you, if you have a question, somebody else on here probably has the same one. So go ahead, guys, fire away, type away, ask your questions. Other than volume, what is the first thing you look for in the morning? Top gainers. Top gainers is the first thing I look for, actually. So in the morning, the first thing I do is I look at the stocks that are gapping up the most on the day. Okay. Once I find the stocks that are gapping up the most on the day, then I will see of those stocks, which ones have a higher than usual volume. And then of those stocks, which ones have a fundamental catalyst that coincides or gives a reason for this gap up. And once I do that, of those stocks that are now left, I take a look at the daily chart and I take a look at the overall setup. And I try to say what daily chart looks the best for the stock to continue higher. And then that is how I build out my focal watch list, at least when it comes to small caps. When it comes to small caps, that's how I build out my watch list on small caps. And then we also do have scans set for mid caps and large caps, and you can break them down and segment them on the TTG site. You actually get access to a trade ideas scanner. It's included with your membership, and it shows you top gainers, top losers, stocks that have unusual volume. And you can actually filter, or it actually is already filtered for you, small caps, mid caps, and large caps. So regardless what you trade, whether you're a small cap, mid cap, large cap trader, you can make sure that you're always focused on the stocks that are the hottest on the day. We trade everything inside of True Trading Group. We do small caps, mid caps, large caps, stocks, options, day trade, swing trade. It's me, 7 other pro traders that are in chat, calling out trades, identifying opportunities, answering questions. So you do get a little bit of everything inside of True Trading Group, and that's kind of my usual routine. Of course, I do put on CNBC as soon as I get up, and I follow along with current events, global news. What do the other markets do? What do the Asian markets do overnight? And what are the kind of the focal points and the news headlines that are causing either bullish or bearish sentiment on the overall day? Especially if you're a large cap or mid cap trader, you want to make sure you always have a good finger on the pulse of sentiment. What you don't want to do is you don't want to find yourself buying, let's say, put options on Facebook if the NASDAQ is up 1.5%, because large caps specifically are going to be pulled with the overall market. So you always want to make sure that you're on the right side of the overall sentiment, especially if you're a mid or large cap trader. If I bought and sold AMC today with my cash account, will I be able to buy it again tomorrow, or would that violate the good faith rule? Thank you. No, you'll be able to buy it again. You'll be able to buy it again tomorrow. I think you're talking about I don't know if you're talking about the PDT rule. If you have a cash account, you can make as many day trades as you want, as long as you have the cash available in your account to trade with it. If you're on a margin account, then you're dealing with PDT rule. Okay, now you're dealing with PDT rule. PDT rule means that you can only trade, you can only make 3-day trades in a rolling 5-day period. And even if you traded AMC today, if you traded again tomorrow, that would not violate the PDT rule, because you're allowed to do that actually 3 times in a 5-day period. So buying it today and selling it today, and then buying it tomorrow and selling it tomorrow would not violate anything. Can you talk about how market imbalance on close affects the market? Close and imbalance pull the market in one direction or the other. Okay. Garen, I wouldn't look too far into market imbalance on close. Okay. I would not look into that too much. I really wouldn't. Just because you see a market imbalance at the end of the day does not mean that the market's going to move in that direction. So if you have a market imbalance, 500 million before the close on the buy side, it does not mean that that the markets are going to move higher going into the close. It's not what that means. I see just a couple of people that are asking about the good faith violation that some people are getting on their cash accounts. You have to make sure that you have additional cash in your account. Okay, so it's like you have to make sure that, because once you trade in that particular name, you're going to have to wait for that cash to then resettle. No, it's not necessarily true. It's not necessarily true about the market imbalance move. So like you can have a buy side imbalance and the markets can still move lower going into the close. And like many times I tend to overanalyze to then observe the setups work out without me. Later I enter desperate and the stock is already getting weak and goes against me. Any psychological advice, please? Yes. Elisa, what's happening to you is you're a prime victim of FOMO. You're a prime victim of FOMO. So the two things that are causing you to make these mistakes, 2 issues that you're struggling with psychologically. And there are 2 separate issues. Issue number 1 is lack of confidence, which is why you're second guessing yourself and you're not taking the initial entry. Lack of confidence is going to cause you to A, overanalyze a setup because you don't think your analysis is correct. B, it's going to cause you to wait for the absolute most amount of confirmation that a stock could possibly give you. And if you wait for too much confirmation, the stock has already made its move, right? So that's part 1 of where you're struggling and why you're not entering the trade in the first place. Then what happens is you find out that your analysis is actually correct and the stock then makes its move higher. And now you fall victim to FOMO. You feel like you're going to miss out on this trade. You're frustrated because you were right earlier in the first place and you feel like you should be in this trade already. You start to feel like a little bit of a revenge trade a little bit, and then you chase the stock higher. You end up buying the top of the move, and then the stock gives you the pullback. My advice to you, Elisa, would be ask yourself this one question. So we're going to break your problems up into 2 different solutions. First, let's talk about buying the stock, okay, after it's already made the move, and the FOMO. Ask yourself this question to prevent this from happening again. If you were already in the stock, Elisa, if you were already in the stock from when you initially wanted to enter it, what would you be doing at this very moment now? Would you be taking profit? Would you be holding on to your position, or would you be buying more? If the answer to that question is I'd be taking some profit here, then that answers your question. You are chasing the stock. Okay. So again, ask yourself that question. Let's say you're looking at a stock at $8. All right. And you're like, man, this looks good. I kind of want to get into this. All of a sudden the stock runs to $9.50 and you're like, ooh, wow. Okay. I was actually right. I should have pulled the trigger. And now you're ready to enter it at $9.50. Ask yourself, if you did get into 8, what would you be doing right now at $9.50? What would you be doing? If it's taking profit, that means you're chasing. Okay. Elisa, we also have a video. I did a workshop. It's in the video library, specifically dedicated towards having confidence to pull the trigger and resisting FOMO. That is the exact 2 psychological issues, Elisa, that you are dealing with. I highly encourage you to go watch that workshop that is in the video library, because it breaks down a lot of the psychological issues that you're dealing with and some things that you can do to help break them. The other part of your problem, so that was kind of part 2 of your problem and how to fix it. Part 1 of your problem, okay, is the lack of confidence. Lack of confidence with your analysis could be a multiple different reasons. You and I would have to have a much more in-depth conversation to figure out the real root cause of this, but most likely it could either be you're brand new and you don't trust your analysis because you're not comfortable with the material yet, and you don't understand the material as well as you would maybe like to, or you don't trust that you understand it enough. It's kind of like taking a college exam where you don't feel like you know the material. So then when it comes time for the test, you're nervous. And then when you're answering the question, you kind of second guess yourself, and you already put the answer was B, but then you think about it, maybe it's C, and you start to second guess yourself. That's kind of what you're going through a little bit when you're making your analysis and your trades. What I would say, which is actually pretty helpful for a lot of people, is in order to build that confidence up, you have to just be in these trades. My advice to you would be maybe even trying to trade on the simulator, where you have no reason to then not pull the trigger because you're trading with fake money. But if you can just be in these trades and realize that more often than not, your analysis is actually correct, by being in more and more and more of those winning trades from the initial entry instead of chasing it, that's going to help you build confidence, because now you're literally completely flipping 180 your P&L, because instead of you buying at $9.50 and dealing with a pullback and taking a loss, you're entering at $8 and you're taking profits off as the stock runs to $9.50. And now you're sitting there with the winning trade, and that all of a sudden starts to build your confidence. As your confidence builds, you'll stop second guessing yourself. Okay. So these are a lot of different things that, you can try implementing. I hope that it is helpful. Elisa, like I said, there is a workshop that I did, a live workshop with our members. It literally is titled How to Have Confidence Pulling the Trigger and Resist FOMO, or how to resist FOMO and have confidence pulling the trigger. That's the name of the title. I recommend you go watch that. It's in the video library. It's totally free with everyone's membership. You guys know all that. Christina Farakis, Mike made 24% on SPRT thanks to tiered exits. Honestly, I was fighting myself the entire trade because I could see how much I'd make if I just held all the shares to the end. Waiting is so seductive. Okay. I went over this yesterday. Okay. If you guys caught my live stream yesterday, I talked about the importance of tier trading. And why I don't hold on to my entire position until my final target is met. A lot of people say to me, if I buy a stock like SPRT, for example, I bought it around $9.28. I told everybody the day that I bought it, I thought this has a chance to go to 13. And then I said possibly even 16. So people said to me, then I started taking profit at like 10.39. I took more profit at like 11.40. And, sometimes you'll get someone that says, well, why are you doing that if you think the stock is going to 13? I go, why am I doing that? Because what if I'm wrong? What if the stock doesn't go to 13? What if the stock goes to $12.88? Never goes to 13, and then it goes all the way back to $9. I'm just going to sit there and do nothing. I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to buy the stock at $9.28, let it go all the way to $12.88, and then back to $9.28. I'm going to do nothing along the way. That's why you trade in tiers. It's also a lot easier because what happens is when you have a stock that stocks don't go up in straight lines, and amateur traders struggle with the most is holding on to stocks while they are going down. Amateur traders have no problem holding on to a stock while it's going higher. They have no problem doing that. It's very fun. It's very exciting. Yeah. Everyone's making money. But stocks don't go up in straight lines. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. They put in green candles, they put in red candles. They put in green candles, they put in red candles. And amateur traders get very nervous as soon as they start to see red candles. It's completely normal. It's how stocks trade, okay? The stocks don't just go up in straight lines. And what's going to happen is if you hold on to your entire position, more people than not will panic when you get those pullbacks and they bail on their positions prematurely. Like if you buy the stock at 928, it goes to 11. You sell absolutely nothing. And then it goes from 11 all the way back down to 10. Amateur traders get very nervous. They're like, oh man, I was just up $1,000. Now I'm only up 500. You know what? Let me just sell it now because I'd rather make $500 than lose money, or it goes all the way back down and I make zero. Meanwhile, the stock holds $10 and runs to 13. And now you're like, oh, I always sell too soon. The point of the tier trading strategy is to make sure that you don't sell too soon. It's to help you stay in winning trades longer. It's to help you catch bigger pieces of the move. And what I have noticed is that especially with amateur traders, they actually make more money when they sell pieces of their position on the way up than if they held the entire position. Because the amateur trader, even more so, and even professional traders will struggle with this. You know, holding on to your entire position while the stock goes up and then down and then up and then down. It's tough to maintain conviction and confidence when a stock pulls back 10 or 15%. It's tough to maintain that type of confidence. It's tough to watch a stock like SPRT go all the way up to 1050 and pull all the way back to 850. And for you to hold on to that entire position that entire time. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about because I actually use SPRT as the prime example to this. You know, this was my live stream yesterday. All right, let me pull my chart up. Okay, here we have it. So here it is. Bob Curran, I found TTG through Matt as well, made thousands of dollars off AMC because of Matt, and became a member of TTG about 3 weeks ago. Nice. Very nice. Eggman77, nice. I'm about to start the TTG Triangle course tonight and love options, so that sounds awesome. Nice. Very nice. That's beautiful. Excellent, J-Rod. Excellent, J-Rod. I love it, man. Congrats on the AMC money and glad to have you part of the fam. I remember the day you signed up, actually, J-Rod. And I'm glad to have you part of the fam. Welcome from Matt's community. Always a pleasure when we have a member from Matt's community join the TTG family. True Trading Group, it's going great. Def will be here for life. Already made my membership fee back within 3 weeks. Learning so much here. Very lucky to be part of the fam. Hell yeah. That's beautiful, man. J-Rod, man. It's a pleasure having you part of the group, man. Thanks for sharing that. Pleasure having you part of the group. So there you have it. A member of the Ape Nation joins the TTG family. I love it. Love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So now, guys, as I go back to this SPRT, I just want to, again, point this out to you guys, right? Because I bought SPRT right there at $9.28 on Friday. Okay. This stock went all the way up to 1050. Okay. We went all the way up to 1050. Right now, if you did nothing and then watch this stock go from 1050 all the way back down to 850, do you really think you would have held? Do you think you would have held through that? Do you think you would have held through that? Or would you have stopped out of that position? Is what you have to ask yourself. Most amateur traders will stop out of the position when it gets back to break even because they're scared to lose money, or the second that it does lose money and the stock actually goes red on the day and makes a brand new low, they bail out of the position, they panic out of it, and then what happens 2 days later, the stock runs to 1450. But because I'm using a tier trading strategy, I'm actually taking profit as the stock starts to extend higher. So I took profit off on SPRT on Friday. Then we come in, and on Monday, I took more profit, at $11.40. And then today I took even more profit. Today then I took even more profit. And this is how I've been trading this stock, and I'm still long it. I'm still long a piece. But if you're just holding your entire position, it's very difficult for you to hold during those pullbacks. So that's why I teach a tier trading style and a tier trading strategy. Okay, it's a complete game changer once you guys learn how to trade in tiers. It is something that I learned when I was working at the fund in New York, and I've tweaked it so that it kind of relates to my own retail trading. It's designed specifically to help you stay in winning trades long and help you keep losing trades small. It's so important, I think, that I actually have created inside of the TGG curriculum, which is a simplified version of the education I received when I worked at the hedge fund. Inside of that curriculum, I've created a course completely dedicated to the tier trading strategy. That is how important I think the tier trading strategy is. And once you learn how to trade in tiers, you're never going to want to go back. You're never going to want to go back. It's a complete game changer. I guarantee you guys, it improves your trading results. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. If you guys don't believe me, watch this. Guys, my TGG members, okay, if you are a better trader because of the tier trading strategy that you have learned in True Trading Group, if the tier trading strategy is making you money, if you're making money and becoming a better trader because of the tier trading strategy, I want you guys to type the number 1 in chat right now. Okay, type the number 1 if the tier trading strategy that I've taught you guys, if that's made you a better trader and has helped you to make more money. Type the number 1 in chat right now. Willard says it changed my life. More money, 100%. Look at all these number 1s. All you guys need to do, if you have questioned the tier trading strategy or you don't know what the tier trading strategy is, all you got to do is look at all of these number 1s right here. This, folks, is hundreds of TTG members right now that are literally telling you that I learned this tier trading strategy with Mike at True Trading Group, and it changes everything. Look, there you go. Johnny says it changes everything. You guys can see, like, you know, this is it. Plus, it makes me more relaxed during a trade. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Trader Grasshopper, been on SPRT since Friday and have more positions. Yeah, man. Beautiful. Me too. I'm in it since Friday. Great job. Really great job. Look at this. Look at all these people that are commenting. One Parent Homeschool says, can we benefit from this True Trading Group if you are a beginner? One Parent Homeschool, absolutely. True Trading Group, literally all of our courses are broken up into beginner and advanced. Okay, we have members in True Trading Group that never traded a stock a day in their life. And then we have professional traders that were market makers at Deutsche Bank for 17 years. We've got stockbrokers at Morgan Stanley for over 20 years. And then we have everything in between. Okay, so if you're brand new and you've never traded stock a day in your life, absolutely you can benefit from True Trading Group. And again, if you guys don't believe me, watch this. Guys, do me a favor. Anyone that is a member, if you knew absolutely nothing when you first joined True Trading Group and now you're making money, type the number 1 in chat right now. If you knew absolutely nothing when you joined and now you're making money, type the number 1 in chat right now. So anyone that's brand new and everyone feels like, hey, you know what? I don't think I can do this. This really, you know, this kind of seems like it's over my head. You know, don't feel that way because, you know, whether you never trade a stock a day in your life, there's something for you here in True Trading Group. Josh Martin goes, I'm brand new and I just paid off my truck. That's incredible. Johnny goes, I thought I knew things. I thought I knew things. I know. Card, I've used the same strategy with Mike, made a lot of money, and converted to lifetime member in 2 weeks. I love it. Wizard goes, I had no idea what I was doing before I joined True Trading Group. Absolutely incredible. All right, so you guys can just read some of these comments that are coming through in chat here right now. So yeah, like I said, if you're brand new and you're a beginner, there's absolutely something for you here in True Trading Group. If you're a seasoned, experienced trader, also something for you here in True Trading Group. Okay. So there you have it, folks. That wraps up the Q&A. Let's wrap that up. Thank you guys. You asked some really great questions. Nicely done. For those of you that are not members of True Trading Group, if I didn't get to your question, don't worry about it. We do this 6 nights a week. Make sure to click the subscribe button and the notification bell icon. Make sure you never miss out on any one of these live streams. Speaking of non-TGD members, I'd like to see what we're working with here. Do me a favor, gang. Type the number 1 in chat right now if this is your first live stream or you're not a member of True Trading Group. Just go ahead, type the number 1 in chat. Todd Duff, Patrick Brooks, Asif Ali. We got Victor Guevara, Jill Mahoney, Charles Wilkinson, Ryan Walker, One Parent Homeschool. I hope that answers your question, One Parent. RL Penner, Seth Hoyle, Daryl. Yo, what's up, Chris? Working late today, brother. I see you. Wow, we got RJ or RG. I'm sorry. Good, guys. Beautiful. All right, so everyone that's typing the number 1 here in chat right now, welcome. All right, welcome to the TC live stream. True Trading Group, guys, is the highest rated and fastest growing premium educational platform for traders that is all about results, because results matter. We help people reach their goals of becoming consistently profitable traders by combining top-notch education, premium tools from companies like TradingView, Benzinga, Quote Media, Trade Ideas, and more. We're a community where we all share the same goal, and that's to learn, trade, and profit together. If you guys have been watching my live streams for a while, you'll know that we have been steadily walking the price of this membership up towards $2,000 to eventually be over $2,000. We've been doing this by moving the price up a couple bucks each day. The membership to True Trading Group is normally $2,212 for the year. But from now until midnight Pacific tonight, you can actually save 42%. It brings the price of your membership all the way down to just $1,274. This is our back to school end of summer sale. And the next 17 people to use the coupon code TTG121 will get themselves a brand new free laptop. It's going to be either an Asus, Acer, Dell, HP, or Chromebook laptop. Okay, we do cover the shipping costs. It's our gift to you for joining the TC family. Maybe your kid needs a laptop for school. Maybe you or your spouse need a new one for work, whatever. It's our gift to you. It's totally free. We even cover the shipping costs, and we do ship globally. We have members all over the world. We have just over 7,200 members in True Trading Group, and they are stationed all around the world. You have members in Philippines, Japan, Australia, the Netherlands, the UK, Italy, Brazil, Mexico, Canada. We have members all over the world. So as long as DHL ships there, we'll send you a laptop. All right, guys, think of True Trading Group as the Netflix of trading communities, because you pay one price, you get access to every single thing we have. That includes our 17-course curriculum, all right, which is a simplified version of the education I received when I was working at the fund. It's broken down to beginner and advanced courses. There's also courses on options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, we've got it. They're all in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. There's also our Benzinga Pro newsfeed, which gives you live breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of our chat. You can't rely on like a Yahoo Finance. That's like 15 minutes delayed. You've got to get news as soon as it crosses the wire, because the markets will move as soon as the news crosses the wire. Why? Because the Wall Street professionals and the hedge funds and the computers and the algorithms, they get the news as soon as it crosses the wire and they react. So you need to be able to react at the same speed in which they do. That's why this Benzinga Pro newsfeed is so important. Okay, my mods and my members, we use this every single day. It's free, included with your membership. You do not pay extra for any of these things. All right, you also get Quote Media's full book level 2 that shows you all the market makers inside of level 2. You get a trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you've learned in the courses and prove you can make money on the simulator before you start risking your hard-earned cash. You get our Trade Ideas scanner that shows you stocks making new highs, new lows, have a surge in volume. It's broken down between small caps, mid caps, and large caps. So no matter what it is that you're trading, we always can make sure you're focused on the best stocks during the day, the hottest stocks, the ones that are going to give you the best chance to profit. We can always make sure that your attention is where it should be. And then you're also going to get TradingView's premium charting software. This is one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders today. It's included yours free with your membership. You don't pay extra for any of these tools. They're all included on the TeachD platform, and that is what TeachD is. It's a platform. You're not just paying for trade alerts or anything like that. You are getting trade alerts, but that's not the only thing you're paying for. TeachD is a platform that takes all of these different tools and resources that can help you becoming a better trader, and we put them all together in one place for you. Okay. And of course, then you have access to our chat room where the moderators and we share our screen during the day. We're live on the microphone. We're calling out all of our trades in advance of actually making them. Like, I'm on the microphone and I'm calling out my trades in advance before I make them. So I come on the microphone, guys, and I tell everybody, guys, looks like we got support here around 15 bucks. I'm looking for a pullback to 15.35. I'm looking to be a buyer right at 15.35. My stop loss will be 14.20. And I come on the microphone and I say that before I actually enter the trade. So that way it's very easy for you to follow along with my trades. My members, true or false, you guys can just type true or false. Is that or is that not? how I go about all of my trades when we're in chat and I'm on the microphone talking to you guys. And then when my order actually executes, then you get a notification in chat that my order has actually been filled, and you get an alert with my actual order, the stop loss, et cetera, right? So you can also DM any one of the moderators and ask us questions during the day. We're there with you the whole day. We're not gone after 2 hours. We're there from pre-market till after the close, answering questions, identifying opportunities, and trading with you all. We also do, we're also sporting well over an 80% win rate right now in chat with all the moderators. We keep a journal on our website, tracks all of our trading activities so you guys can see all the wins, all the losses. They're all right there for you to see. We're fully transparent in True Trading Group. Right now we're sporting over an 80% win rate. We also do live workshops and webinars with our members covering a variety of topics. We do one-on-one mentor sessions with lifetime members. We do also small private study groups. Anyone that joins here today, you're going to get 2 small private study groups included free with your membership. This is your chance to really get individualized attention with a TTG moderator, ask questions, go over lessons and topics that you really need help with. That is how you speed up the learning curve. Getting individualized attention and help is how you can really help speed up that learning curve. Take advantage of those small private study groups. You get 2 of them free with your membership on top of the 42% discount, on top of the brand new free laptop. Okay. We also do a lot of fun giveaways with members. Every time TTG gets 300 new members, we give away either a brand new Tesla or $30,000. It's up to the winner. Winner decides, cash or the car. Totally up to you. All you need to do is be a member. That's it. If you're a member of TTG, you have a chance to win 30 grand or a brand new car whenever we get 300 new members. We do it every single time we get 300 new members. All right. Right now we've got over 7,200 members inside of True Trading Group. And every time we get 300 new ones, we give away a Tesla or 30 grand. Okay. So you guys, anyone that signs up tonight, the next 17 people to sign up with the coupon code TTG121, you get the 42% discount. You'll have a chance to win the Tesla or 30 grand the next time we do it, which is going to be very soon, actually. You're going to get the brand new free laptop. And what you're also going to be getting, guys, is a money back guarantee, because I stand behind my program. I put my money where my mouth is. I believe in this program. I believe in this education. It is what has made me the trader that I am today, and is what has made my members the traders that they are today. Because at the end of the day, results matter. And our traders and our members are making money, and they are becoming better traders. And if you don't believe me, I want you to watch this. Guys, do me a favor real quick. Type the number 1 in chat if you are making money and becoming a better trader because of True Trading Group. Flat out, plain and simple. My members, if you are a member and you're making money and becoming a better trader, I want you to type the number 1 in chat right now. Anyone that's not a member of True Trading Group, just watch the amount of number 1s that come through this side of the screen right now. These number 1s, this is why I confidently offer money back guarantees with our program, because over 80% of our members are successful, which means they're making money, they're becoming better traders. If all of our members were losing money, I wouldn't be able to offer you that money back guarantee. So here's the deal. You commit to me and I'll commit to you. If you go through all our courses, pass the quizzes, and attend just 1 private study group, that's all I'm asking you to do. Do those 3 things. That tells me you actually put in an effort. You actually went through the courses and you got the education. Okay. And if you do that and still don't make back your membership fee, if you still don't make back your membership fee, which is $1,274, if you don't do that at least 1 time throughout the year, I'll give you all your money back. I'm not kidding. I will give you a full refund if you don't make that membership fee back. That is how much I stand behind and how much I believe in this program. All you got to do, guys, is use coupon code TTG121. You actually have to enter the coupon code. Okay, you actually have to enter the coupon code and then click apply code in order to get the 42% discount. You'll know you're getting one of the 17 free laptops because in your checkout cart, you'll see the laptop. If you don't see a laptop in your checkout cart when you go to checkout, that means we've sold out of all 17 laptops. Okay, so just enter that coupon code, and that's how you guys will be able to claim one of the free 17 laptops. You'll get the 42% discount, and you'll get the brand, and then you'll get the money back guarantee. Okay. To put things into perspective for you guys, of the last 4,500 members that joined the True Trading Group, we have only had to refund 100 people. That is a refund rate of about 2%. About 2% of our members ask for refunds. 2%. So everything I'm saying to you, it's on the website. So you know you're getting exactly what I'm saying to you guys here. You just got to use coupon code TGG121. I put my money where my mouth is. I stand behind our program. I see the results our members are having. All right. So again, use that code, get a brand new free laptop for the first 17 people. Just got a message from someone. I'm not going to say it. All right, guys. So okay. Sometimes Adam gives refunds just when people piss him off. But not because they haven't made back their membership fee.
So, some things are more important than money.
Yeah, this is very true, man. Some people, this is very, very, very true. Very, very, very true. So, okay, guys. So there you have it. You guys can use that coupon code. All right. Now, with that said, we're going to move on, and we're going to dive into the SPRT trade. Okay. So I want to give you an update on this SPRT trade. This is an active swing trade that I'm still in. All right. Took some profit off on it today, but I'm still in it. All right. Still in it. So let's go to the charts. All right. So here's SPRT. Okay. Now, SPRT has a very large short position. Over 60% of the float is short. All right. Over 60% of the float is short. And I'll give you guys just quick little, I'll draw it out just so you guys can see. There was the entry at 928 on Friday. I took a small piece of profit at 976, took another piece of profit at 1039. Then yesterday, I took another piece of profit at 1140. And then today, I took another piece of profit right there. Okay. Right there. 1256, I believe it was. 1256. Okay. Let me actually check my, yeah. All right, so there you have it. Okay, so here are the take profits on SPRT. So there's the entry, take profit, take profit, take profit, take profit. And I'm still holding a small piece. I'm down to a small piece of this position. Obang, welcome. Everyone, welcome Obang. Obang, welcome. We now only have 16 laptops left, folks. 16 laptops left. Everyone, welcome Obang. All right, my TG fan, welcome Obang, the newest member of the TTG community. Just use coupon code TTG121, folks. There's 16 laptops left, and you guys will get the 42% discount and that money back guarantee. All right. So there we have it. I'm down to a small piece of this position. I will look for opportunities to add back to my position. I'm down to small size now. I've already taken profit off 4 times. I'm kind of running out of shares. All right, but this thing might just be starting to gear up for this kind of squeeze play. We're sitting here. We closed at the after-hours session at 1250, which is actually a pretty decent move off of where we closed. We closed right around 1150, so now we traded about $1 higher after hours, which is a pretty decent sign. We'll see if that move higher continues. And tomorrow, if we open up over 13, I'm going to like this a lot. To continue that squeeze. But I do think it's very possible that we consolidate for a couple of days now. This has been a wild ride. This has been a wild run on SPRT. I would not be surprised at all to see, some inside consolidation. Would not be surprised at all to see some inside consolidation. And if we do get some inside consolidation for a day or two, that could give me the opportunity to add back to this position. And I'm going to look for this 1050 area. This 1050 area is the new level that I want to see SPRT stay above. You got resistance here around like 1075. Then you got resistance here around like 1050. Okay, so this level right here is where I am looking at this stock to now stay above. Okay, I'm looking for us to stay above that stock now. I do think this stock has more room to run. right? I do think SPRT has a little bit more room. If I take you to a weekly chart, you do have resistance right here at 15. 15 is a key level. Okay, 15, I'll show you guys. You follow me to the left. You'll see resistance from 2012 and 2013. We broke above it. It then became support in 2013, and then we broke beneath it, and then you had the big sell-off. Now we went back up. We tested that level today, and you got to pull back away from that level as selling pressure steps in, confirming that resistance level at 15. Michael, speaking of 15, we've got 15 laptops left. Michael, welcome. Everyone welcome Michael to the TTG family, guys. Everyone welcome Michael to the TTG family. There's only 15 laptops left. You guys can use the coupon code TTG121. You'll get one of the 15 laptops. They are not going to last, folks. They are not going to last. All right. What drove PANW? Palo Alto had earnings. Congratulations, by the way. Speaking of, I don't know if you guys follow my live stream for a while. I gave you 3 different cybersecurity stocks months ago to add to your long-term portfolio once we started to get all the hacks. Remember when the Keystone pipeline was hacked? Then you had the meat distributing company, they were hacked. Then you had Amazon or Facebook, one of them was hacked again. Because when all that was going down, I told you guys, I gave you 3 different cybersecurity stocks to add to your long-term portfolio. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, okay, you guys know the 3 that I told you were Fortinet, which is FTNT. I'll just pull those stocks up real quick. I wasn't planning on doing this, but since someone just asked me about Palo Alto, FTNT, okay, I literally gave you guys this months ago, okay, at around 200. The stock's now at 300. I also gave you Palo Alto, PANW. I gave you Palo Alto when this thing was trading at around $320. Stock's now at $442. And then I gave you guys CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike, I gave you trading below 200. CrowdStrike was at like $190. Stock's now at $266. So congratulations, anybody that grabbed those cybersecurity stocks when we were talking about them earlier. Jacob, welcome to the TTG family. We've got a new member. Jacob, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, everyone give a big warm welcome to Jacob. All right, there's 14 laptops left now, guys. There's 14 laptops left. Just use the coupon code TTG121. All right, you guys will get the 42% discount. The next 14 people will get a brand new laptop, and you guys also have the money back guarantee. All right, you guys also have the money back guarantee there as well. So what do you guys have to lose? You got to give me a money back guarantee, literally. Giving you guys a money back guarantee. All right. So back to SPRT. Like I said, guys, looking for that 1050 area to be support. I'm still on a piece this position. What I'm going to look for is over the next couple of days, if we consolidate for 1 or 2 days, I would love to see a consolidation, maybe consolidate between $13, $14, pull back to like 11, 12, 13, 14, 12, 13, 14, 12, 13, 12, 14, 12, 13. I would love to see a consolidation like that. That way, I'll be looking to add back to this position, because if we get through 15, man, this thing really starts to open up, and you can see this thing all the way up to, honestly, you can see this thing start to get up. Once you get up to here to like $18, you got a little resistance, and then you have more resistance around 21. It's very possible SPRT can get to $18, $21. If you get over $21, forget it. Now you're talking about 30. I mean, the stock just really starts to open up if we can get through this area. So that's why I'm still long a piece of the position. I'm 100% playing with house money. There's no way I could lose money on this trade. There's no way I can not make money with the amount of profit I've already taken off on this trade. So I'm down to about 12% of my original position size from 928 after I just took more profit today at 1254, 1256. So after taking that piece of profit off today, I'm down to a real small piece of this position. So I will be looking to add back to it. Now, I will let you all know when I add back, if and when I add back to this position to get the full size. I'll let you guys know on the live. Okay, obviously you'll be late because I'm going to let all my members in True Trading Group know the second that I'm actually looking to add. And then when my order executes, they're all going to know that I've officially just bought more of this SPRT. So if and when that time comes, I'll be sure to let you all know. Okay? So there you have it. That's SPRT. Now let's just touch upon the overall markets real quick, very briefly. As we did make new all-time highs today, the markets did exactly what I said they were going to do today. So today, every day inside of True Trading Group, guys, pre-market, we talk about the overall game plan on the day. I give you my thoughts with regards to the overall markets, and I give you my watch list of stocks I'm going to be trading and what my game plan is for all of those stocks. So basically what I do every morning pre-market, I tell you what I'm watching and how I plan on making money from it, where I plan to buy it, where I plan to sell it, and I tell you what I think the stock market as a whole is going to do. Today, pre-market, I told everybody today that I thought that we were going to make new all-time highs today by just a tad. I said maybe we push up by 50 cents, 75 cents new all-time highs, and then we kind of just pull back and the stock market takes a breather and we just kind of consolidate. That's verbatim what we said today pre-market. That is exactly what the markets did today. A very, very, very low volatility day today. You can see the size of the candle today is microscopic compared to the size of the other candles that we've seen over the last 2 weeks. You can see a very, very, very quiet day today. What time is your pre-market review? Our chat room opens up at 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. 7:30 a.m. Eastern time is when our chat room opens. And Jason Simmons, who is another one of our Pro Trader moderators in chat, he opens the chat at 7:30, goes over the watch list, goes over pre-market movers, news, and then I come on a little bit later after 9 o'clock, and then I go over my watch list and my game plan. That's the Miami Morning Culata Club is what we call it. Okay, the Miami Morning Culata Club is what we call it. Okay. You guys love the Miami Culata Club or what? My TC fam, if you guys love the Culata Club, type the number 1 in chat. If you guys love the Culata Club, just type the number 1 in chat. The Culata Club with the professor. Yeah, we call him the professor. Jason Simmons, he's one of our moderators in True Trading Group. He's fantastic teacher. A fantastic teacher. The patience of a saint. The patience of a saint, Jason Simmons. And he has come to learn to gain the nickname the professor because he's just such a great teacher, very patient teacher as well. Okay, so yeah, guys, so there's the overall markets. Listen, tomorrow I don't expect much either. Why do I not expect much tomorrow? Because Thursday starts Jackson Hole. The 26th starts the Jackson Hole meeting. This is where the whole world is going to be paying attention to the Federal Reserve. They're going to want to know what's going on. Are they going to taper? Are they not going to taper? If they do taper, how fast are they going to taper? Everyone's going to want to hear what Jerome Powell has to say. The markets have come to the markets have not priced in a taper. I'm telling you guys that right now. We're still sitting at all-time highs. The markets now believe that the Fed is not ready to taper. If Jerome Powell says that they are ready to taper, expect a pretty decent pullback in the overall markets. I think you're looking at a 5 to 7% pullback in the markets if Jerome Powell says we are ready to taper. I don't think that's what he says. I'm just telling you, though, I mean, no one can really predict the words that come out of another human being's mouths unless you're, that person or that person's spouse or children, right? Like, I don't know what the hell the guy's going to say. I can give you my what I think, my opinion. My opinion is he's going to say they're not ready, that they'll revisit taper talks in their September meeting, and then maybe you get more clarity going into like October, November for some type of taper. That's what I think he's going to say. But if that's not the case, if he comes out and says, yes, we're ready to taper, we're going to start in October, then I think the markets pull back to like 425 in the SPY, 4250 maybe on the S&P futures or on the S&P in general, 4250. But I don't think that's what we get. So tomorrow, I don't really expect anyone tomorrow to take major stances in the market. I don't expect everyone to just come flying in and buy. I also don't expect people to come flying in and rush to sell right the day before Jerome Powell is going to literally tell you where we go from here. I think if Jerome Powell comes out and says we're not ready to taper, I think the SPY goes higher. I think we break above 450. If he says we are ready to taper, I think we pull back. We go down to 425. So why place big bets tomorrow? Why place big bets tomorrow? I think the positioning has been done. You had 3 days of a pullback. That was people that wanted to sell, that think that Jerome Powell is going to say they're ready to taper. Then you had 3 days of a bounce back recovery, took you back to all-time highs. That's people saying that, hey, I don't think they are ready to taper. I think the movement has been made. Now everyone, I think, just sits back and waits. That's why I don't think the SPY is going to be very active tomorrow. I think it's a lot of chop. I think it's a lot of up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm not going to be trading the SPY tomorrow. More than likely I'm not, unless there's some type of news. Now, if a Fed member comes out tomorrow, if there's a Fed member that says, hey, I do think that we should taper, or hey, I don't think that we should taper, I do think that maybe that moves the markets. But I don't expect a Fed member to give a public statement the day before the Jackson Hole meeting. I don't see that happening. That's why I think tomorrow is going to be a quiet day for volatility in the overall markets. That's going to lack direction. I think it's going to be a consolidation day. Aaron, welcome to the TTG family. Everyone welcome Aaron. We now are down to 13 laptops, guys. Just use coupon code TTG121. Use coupon code TTG121. And you will get the 42% discount. You'll get a brand new free laptop, and you will get a money-back guarantee for the next 13 people to use that code, okay? So there you have it, guys. There's the SPY. That's what I'm looking at, okay? That's what I'm looking at. And with regards to the overall markets. Okay, there you have it. All right, so that just about wraps up the lessons part of our live. What I would like to do here now, I hope you guys got some value from that. You know, the SPRT trade, you know, the SPY analysis, AMC, GameStop. We talked about a lot of different things here tonight. Now I'd like to show, for all of those that are interested, I'm going to show you the TeachD platform so you see exactly what's included. You know exactly what you get when you join the family. Okay. Before I do that, I'd like to know how many people here are still are not members. So do me a favor, type the letters TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group. I want to see what we're working with here. Don't be shy, guys. Oh, Lakeisha, I love you. I love you. Lakeisha goes, I've got 2 pages of notes and I took 4 snips of charts. I love it. I love it, Lakeisha. I love it. All right. We got Charles Wilkinson and we've got Annie. We got Trendy GXD. We got Kenny Battles. Sean, Massimo, what's up, man? Welcome back. Haven't seen you on the live in a while. Massimo, welcome back. I know, right, John? Like John goes, Lakeisha's making some of us look bad. You guys got to work as hard as Lakeisha. You guys got to work as hard as Lakeisha. We have Carl Malign. Good, guys. We have a lot of non-teaching members that are still here with us. Awesome. Guys, for those of you that are not members, remember that the TTG membership is normally $2,212 for the year. However, until midnight Pacific tonight, you can save 42%, brings the price down to just $1,274. Okay, and the next 13 people to use the coupon code TTG121 will get a brand new free laptop included with that. Okay, understand TTG is a platform. Included with your membership, you get the top premium trading tools and products because we bundle them together as part of your membership. You will get included at no additional fee whatsoever. Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. This is a live breaking up to the second news alert service that gives you news as soon as it crosses the wire. Okay, you guys can't rely on delayed news. All right. You don't pay anything extra for this. It is all included. You're also going to get Quote Stream's real-time full book level 2. That's going to show you all the market makers inside of level 2. That comes with a trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money where you practice implementing what you have learned in the courses, but still trading with real-time data. So you can follow along with everything we're doing in chat and prove you can make money on the simulator before you start risking your hard-earned cash. You also get access to our trade ideas scanner that shows you stocks making new highs, new lows, have a surge in volume. It's broken down into mid cap, small cap, large cap. Regardless of what it is that you trade, we make sure you're always focused on the best stocks during the day. And then you've got TradingView's premium charting software. It's one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders. Yours, free. Literally, all of these tools I'm showing you right now are included with your membership. You don't pay extra for any of them. Okay, they're all included. Then you're going to get at least a minimum of 10 easy to follow, actionable, real-time trade alerts per week. from a community of traders currently sporting well over an 80% win rate, and we are fully transparent inside a True Trading Group. We keep a trading journal. All of our moderators are required to upload their activity to the trading journal each and every single day. It tracks every buy and every sell that all of our moderators make. This way, you can follow along to see how you'd be performing if you were following all of the trade alerts. Okay? Then you're going to be getting 2 small private study groups with any of our teaching moderators. This is your chance to ask questions, go over lessons and topics that you're struggling with, and really help to speed up that learning curve, guys. Take advantage of it. All right. Kenold, everyone welcome Kenold. We now only have 12 laptops left. I told you guys those laptops are going to go quick. All right. So you guys can use the coupon code TTG121. The next 12 people get a free laptop, and you'll get the 42% discount and the money back guarantee. All right. Now, also with your membership is all of our courses, okay? There are no special VIP pro courses that cost you more money. Every single course is included with your annual membership. There's beginner courses and advanced courses. There's courses on options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it. We've got it in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. Remember, this is a simplified version of the education I received when I was working at the hedge fund. This is how I learned how to trade. I did not figure this stuff out on my own. Okay. You're also then going to be getting access, in addition to the courses, you're getting access to our video library. The video library has well over 100 hours of additional educational video content that the moderators and myself have conducted, covering a variety of different trading topics, like how to trade while working a full-time job, how to grow a small account, how to resist FOMO and have confidence pulling the trigger, right? Elisa, from earlier, your question before. Okay, you guys get access to all of this with your membership, and of course our chat room where the moderators and I share our screen. We're live on the microphone. We're answering DMs, answering questions, identifying opportunities for the entire trading day from pre-market till after hours. All right, listen up, guys. The price of our membership, it's being walked up by a couple of bucks every day until we cross that $2,000 threshold. Even if we're over $2,000, that value is incredible. But at $1,274, understand what you are actually getting for $1,274. Let me put things into perspective. If you, let's say, don't join True Trading Group, but you really want that real-time news feed from Benzinga, you're like, man, I could really use that. If you go to Benzinga to sign up for their pro news feed with the Squawk Box feature, which is exactly what we have, they're going to charge you $1,400 a year. I'm not kidding. Go to the site when we're done here. Go see how much it costs you when you sign up. $1,400, I think it's $1,404 to be exact. You can get that newsfeed included when you pay $1,274, become a member of True Trading Group, and get access to everything else I just showed you. That's the value of a True Trading Group membership. TTG is a platform. Remember that. It is a platform that provides traders with not only education, same education I received working at a fund, but also brings all of the best trading tools available and puts them together for you in one place. So you have all of the tools needed to give you the best chance of becoming a consistently profitable trader. That's True Trading Group. The Quote Media with the full book level 2, they charge $990 a year. That's free with your membership. The Trade Simulator is $300, and Trading Views Charts is $600 a year for their premium charting software. Just those 4 things, $3,200 a year if you paid for them on your own. $3,200 a year. You can get all of them included and just pay $1,274 and be a member of True Trading Group for an entire year. Guys, our goal is to disrupt this entire industry. In order to do that, we got to provide insane value and results at a price substantially less than any of our so-called competitors, because results matter. Over 80% of our members, according to a recent survey conducted the first week of July, over 80% of our members are making money. They're becoming better traders. You saw how many people typed the number 1 in chat before when I asked that question. Guys, this comes out to like $3.50 a day. It's less than a cup of coffee. You all spend $3.50 a day on way dumber shit. You all do. You all spend $3.50 on a cup of coffee, on a bag of chips, on a hot dog, a candy bar, right? You spend $3.50 on way dumber stuff. That's what it comes out to. And you guys have the money back guarantee. What do you guys have to lose? Think about this for a second. If you don't make back your membership fee at least once after completing the courses, passing the quizzes, and attending 1 private study group, I'm going to give you all your money back. Give you a full refund. You just have to use the coupon code TTG121. You actually have to type it in. You got to click apply code in order to get the discount. And the next 12 people get a free laptop and the money back guarantee. You'll know you're getting a laptop because you'll see a laptop in your checkout card. Okay? You'll see the laptop. If you do not see a laptop, that means we've completely sold out. Okay? That means you've completely sold out. All right? So you actually have to enter the code, click apply code. Okay. Let's talk about that membership fee for a second, because okay, if you don't make back your membership fee, you'll get your money back, right? Let's talk about the membership fee for a second. How are my members doing though with that? Let's ask, right? Let's ask. Guys, my TC members, how long did it take you to make back your membership fee? Just tell me in chat. How long did it take you to make back your membership fee? There you go. Look, Jenny Wonder goes, my spinach croissant from the bakery costs $4.50. John D, 1 week.
Jenny, that sounds super fancy, though.
It does sound fancy.
A spinach croissant? Does it have feta?
It sure does. I guarantee it does.
That sounds awesome.
That does sound great. I want one now. Jenny, send some to the office.
Yeah, Jenny, don't sign up for True Trading Group. Keep buying
Jenny's
spinach croissant.
Jenny's a member. Jenny's a member already.
Whatever.
Not whatever.
I'm just kidding. I know who she is. Bring croissants.
Bring croissants, Jenny. Jenny, you are responsible for croissants at the Miami meetup. Jenny's responsible for bring the croissants, Jenny. All right, let's see. John D took him 1 week. It took Donna Moore 1 week. It took Roxanne 3 weeks. It took Christina only 3 trades over the span of 2 weeks. It took Trader Grasshopper just 1 month. It took John Gill 8 days. It took Soccer Mom 3 weeks. TTG Sunshine 3 weeks to make back their lifetime membership. Willard 3 weeks. John Bean 1 day while trading on his phone. Less than 2 months for Bruce. Never looked back. Fernando Lamas less than 2 weeks. That's incredible. Diane Fig, 4 months with a real small account. Cool Bot Kid said, this is where smart money put their money. Hell yeah. Cody Hill did it in about 1 week. Wizard made the yearly membership in less than 2 months. Jason Wackenbach in 3 weeks has made almost 10 times his membership. I'm sorry, made his membership fee back in 3 weeks and then has since made back 10 times that under 6 months. Sorry, I read that wrong the first time. Jeff, within 4 months, Jenny Wonder, 6 trades. Okay. There you have it, folks. Humble Pie, 3 weeks. Moneyless, 3 weeks. A day for Nicholas Vatcher. John D made $750 just today alone. Right? So like the reason why I'm having members answer these questions for you guys is because it's important for you to hear it from them. I want you to hear directly from members. I want you to hear from people that are just like you. People that found True Trading Group the same way you did a live stream. They've gotten the education. They're using the tools. They're part of a community now that really cares if they succeed or fail. They're building relationships with other traders. And that's important. And if they can do this, so can you. I love every single one of my teaching members, but guys, there's nothing special about them. There's nothing special about me. You know, we don't have these raging, unbelievably higher than average IQs. We're just regular people that are just getting taught the proper way to do something. That's what it comes down to. You're not stupid people. If you're taught how to do something, most of you are going to be able to implement it. Now, I'm not saying trading is easy. I'm not saying it's a get-rich-quick scheme. I'm not going to say it's going to happen overnight. But learning any new skill is not going to happen overnight. You've got to be willing to put in a little bit of work. You got to be willing to put in an effort. You got to be willing to practice. You got to be willing to learn. Trading is no different. And all these members in True Trading Group that you're seeing comment, I'm making money, I'm becoming a better trader, I made my membership fee back in 2 weeks, I did this. They're putting in the work. Look at Lakeisha. Lakeisha before made a comment. She's a member of True Trading Group. And it's 9 o'clock at night, Eastern time. And she's on the live stream. She took 2 pages worth of notes. She screenshot 4 different chart setups that I had on the screen. That's why Lakeisha's making money. That's why Lakeisha's becoming a better trader. And if you are all willing to put in a little bit of work, go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend one study group. That is literally all I'm asking you to do. If you make that commitment to me, hell, make that commitment to yourself. Because if you guys really learn how to do this, this is a skill, A, you can take with you for the rest of your life, but B, it can improve the life of you and your family. That is not an exaggeration. That's not a facetious statement. That is legit, true facts. I can't tell you how many messages and stories that I've gotten from members that tell me that they're like, Mike, you don't even understand how much you changed my life. You guys would be amazed at what happens when you reach financial goals that you never thought were really possible in the first place. Your life changes for the better. Invest in yourself. Commit to yourself. Commit to doing those 3 things. And if you do, I'm telling you, I will commit to giving you your money back if you fail. Now it just becomes a matter of, are you going to put in the work? If you don't, you're not cheating me. You're cheating yourself. It's the only person you cheat. You don't want to go through the courses? I don't care. Don't do it. Don't do it. But then don't ask me for a refund if you guys don't make money, because you didn't take any time whatsoever to try to actually learn how to do this. But I believe so much in the platform and the education that we provide that I'm saying if you do go through it, I think this can work for you. And if it doesn't, and if you commit to putting in the work, I'll give you your money back if you fail. That's how much I believe in this. That's how much I put my money where my mouth is. Mike, I appreciate all the education. I'm now up to $25,000. That was my first question to you, my first live. And I'm sorry, I was now aware of the potential, and the education y'all provided is awesome. Oh my God, Coolbot Kid. I actually remember, because your username is so unique, Coolbot Kid, Coolbot Kid. I actually remember the first time that I saw your username and you asked me that question of what was really possible. And to hear that you've now just reached $25,000 and you were out of PDT rule, this is only a few months ago, right? You've only, Coolbot Kid, you've been a member, what, about 5 or 6 months, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. I could be completely wrong. We do have like 7,300 members, 7,200 members. So sometimes I'm pretty good at like keeping track of a lot of people, but I think you've only been a member for a couple of months, if I'm not mistaken. It might even be less than 5. I feel it was like the beginning of the summer, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, June 16th. Adam just told me June 16th. There you go. So even shorter, June 16th. You've been a member for, not even 3 months, and has already reached $25,000. That's incredible. Coolbot Kid, I'm really proud of you, bro. I'm really proud of you. Okay, Coolbot Kid says, if you want it, you can do it. I've never done it before, and my husband started having health issues. So after 10 years of not working, I tried it, signed up, got my laptop, and making money. That's incredible. That's incredible. Coolbot Kid, that's absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. I love that. I'm so happy. And that's what I'm talking about having a positive impact on your life. When something happened in your life and your husband had health issues, True Training Group was there to help you to pick things up and improve the situation for you and your family. And nothing makes me happier than to be a part of that. And nothing makes me happier than to help all of my TeachD members. You never know what's going on in someone's life. And some people are dealt some really bad hands. And some people have some really unfortunate situations and events that occur throughout the course of a person's lifetime. And, knowing that we can help people through times like that, like COVID, for example, how many people were worried, like, where is my next meal going to come from? How am I going to pay for my rent when COVID hit last year? To be able to help a lot of people through those times when they were furloughed or they were laid off, or their small business was closed. You know how amazing it is to help people through that time? TTG cured that with SPY put options last year. Okay. So that's what this is about.
Thank you so much.
What?
You said TTG cured that with SPY put options. Did you not know you read that out loud?
Yeah.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah, everyone, yeah, man.
You just said TTG cured COVID with SPY put options.
Oh no, not COVID. They didn't cure COVID with SPY put options.
Okay, well that's what Joe and I meant.
Oh no, that's not what I'm talking about. I like people that were like having a hard time financially during COVID. Like,
yo, I typed it in to the.
No, I get it. I'm talking about,
I know.
pretty serious topic.
I get it. I know you are. I just can't believe you. All right, never mind. We're good.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I mean, guys, when I'm like, you guys are getting a money back guarantee. What else do you invest in yourself? Give yourself a shot. You're only cheating yourself. All right. You're only cheating yourself. Okay. So guys, use that coupon code TTG121. There's 12 laptops left. So the next 12 people to use that coupon code will get the 42% discount, and you guys will get the brand new free laptop. Okay, get the brand new free laptop. We're also 5-star rated on Trustpilot. Go check out some of those reviews. Well over 1,300 people have taken the time out of their day to leave us a review on Trustpilot. I welcome, encourage, and invite you all to go read some of those reviews. There's no better referral than that of your peers. Guys, the price of our membership is going to continue to go up by a couple of bucks every single day till we cross that $2,000 mark. So jump on this opportunity now. Use the coupon code, get the free laptop, and get your butts in chat tomorrow. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. You guys can subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, smash that like button if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you all in chat tomorrow. Later, guys.